Hey everyone, Michelle Alexandria here coming at you with a little vlog thingy. I want to talk a few minutes about what's coming up on the channel and what I've been doing for the last week, and to actually unbox this thing. And I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. It's actually something that the kind of folks at iHome sent me. So if you know iHome, they make a lot of really cool a lot of cool set parts and stuff for your iPhone. And one of the things they're well known for is making docking stations and clock radios and all that kind of fun stuff. So they emailed me last week and said, hey Michelle, do you want to review one of our brand new upcoming iHome clock radios? And I was like, yes I do. Primarily because the clock radio I have in my bedroom sucks. It's like a torchlight flashing in my eyes. So for the last couple of weeks, I was actually looking at buying a new iHome clock radio nightstand setup for my bedroom. And just out of the blue, they emailed me and said, hey, we have one we want to send you. So I was like, hey, sometimes it's good to be me. But I'm going to open this up in just a minute, a minuet. So I'm going to put this down and I'm going to tell you what I've been doing the last 2 weeks. So it's almost time for me to unveil my 2 new projects. I've been building 2 new websites, and I hope to launch them within the next 2 to 3 weeks. I will tell you more about those in the next couple of weeks. I don't know if I can get the YouTube. Unfortunately, I don't think I can get the YouTube channel names to go with my websites and the rest of the branding for it. So that's really annoying me to know. And also in the fall, I'm actually going to really start heavily promoting Eclipse Magazine a lot more than I have been doing for the last 2 years. And I'm probably going to be doing less and less YouTube videos. Well, I'll still do YouTube videos, but I need to focus more time on my website because I've been doing so many YouTube videos. I've been lax on my writing. So in the last week, I actually watched a couple of really cool stuff that I can now sort of talk about. Actually, one of them I can't, but one of them's Daredevil Season 3. I watched the first 6 episodes of Daredevil Season 3. That's about all I can say about that before Netflix gives me the bang hammer. So that's all I can say. I don't even know if I can say that much, but I did watch Daredevil Season 3. I actually know when it's coming out because that's when the embargo is, but I'm not allowed to talk about it or give a release date or any of that kind of stuff. So forget I said anything. I would act surprised and shocked when the news is officially announced. And I also watch, because I'm actually going to be interviewing the cast and crew of Daredevil, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. And I don't know if I'm going to do email interviews or phoners. I may do phoners and post those up on YouTube, but I don't think posting phoners with images is really all that popular. But maybe I'll try doing that kind of stuff again. If you go to the website Eclipse Magazine, you can see an interview I did with Rayo Tucker, who is the producer of Facebook Watch's brand new show, Sacred Lies. And this is how stupid I am. I did not know who I was talking to because I never did my research. But it turns out Rayo Tucker is also a producer on all my favorite shows. She's a producer on Supernatural, Jessica Jones, True Blood, and some other really awesome stuff. But I had no idea when I was talking to her. So when I put together my email interview questions, I may have to redo that interview and actually do a phoner, so I could just sit there and go fangirl on her on some of those shows that she's worked on. So that's why it always helps to do your research, people. Just remember that if you want to become a professional journalist. But it's also a good thing I didn't know that, because otherwise my entire email interview with her would have been dominated by questions about those shows. So I was able to just kind of focus all my attention on the new Facebook Watch series, which is actually a really good show, especially when you consider it's one of Facebook's very first homegrown shows. So yeah, too many good things on the streaming services now, and it's hard to figure out what you want to watch. I also watched Amazon Prime's Jack Ryan last week, which I really liked. It's basically Homeland only with Jack Ryan instead of the Homeland characters. It's exactly the same show, essentially. And I really wasn't a fan of Homeland, But this is pretty good. I really liked it for what it was. I can never deny the quality of it. It's just that spycraft just really isn't my thing unless it's James Bond. So I did that. I'm actually getting out to the movies more. But the problem is I can't make it to critic screenings because the critic screenings are always here in Florida, are always so far away, and they don't really have that many. They're like an hour drive away from my apartment, and so I'm not going to drive an hour to go see a movie. I'm just not, and so I haven't been able to keep up on my critic screenings. And by the time the movies come out, I wait a weekend or whatever, a week or two, and by the time I see something, I'm like, is it really worth it for me to come in and do a review? And a lot of times I say no, so I haven't done a lot of film reviews this year, but I want to get back on the film review hunt. Also, and this video is all over the place, isn't it? So I also bought a brand new Vizio P Series Quantum. I'm trying to return it to Costco, but I don't think they're going to let me return it until it's actually delivered and set up and all that kind of stuff. So I'm hoping it gets delivered this weekend. I haven't received a delivery date yet. So when it comes, I'll do some videos on the new Vizio P Quantum series. I'm going to end up putting the OLED in my bedroom, which is probably overkill to have a 55-inch OLED in your bedroom. But that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to buy another 49-inch TV for the new office/studio thing I'm building in one of my other bedrooms that I'm converting over. And hopefully that new set is going to debut at the end of maybe September. Basically, I just got to clean up the room and get some stuff in. But I don't know how heavily I want to invest in the YouTube because I'm paranoid about actually getting any kind of real user base, because then what's going to happen is, I'll get up to 20, 30, 40,000 views, and some a-hole and all it takes is a couple of a-holes to shit can my channel, and at that point, what's the point of doing this entire exercise? Plus, YouTube doesn't pay me anything. I'm only doing these videos so that I can link them back to my regular site, eclipsemagazine.com, where you can actually see more intelligent writing from me. Not much more intelligent writing, but intelligent writing nevertheless. So with all of that said, let's get into this. So I got my trusty knife. It's a feeble unboxing, people. So, boom. I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited about getting this because, like I said, the clock radio I have in my bedroom right now really sucks because it uses a blue light. And the blue light, it's like shining a torchlight in my eyes in the middle of the night. So I actually had to turn the clock radio around, so I can't even use it. And I'm kind of an insomniac, so I'm always up at 2, 3, 4 a.m. in the morning anyway. And just when I turn around and that light shining in my head, it's annoying. So I have to turn the clock around, which defeats the whole point of having a bedside clock radio thingy. So the kind of folks at iHome sent over this. This is awesome. As you can see, the lighting scheme is actually grayish white. So I'm hoping this doesn't shine in my eyes like a torchlight. And I really like the shape of it. And the really unique thing about this iHome setup is it's actually wireless. It has a wireless charging base on the top. So you can put your device right here. It has built-in wireless fast charging, which is really awesome. You just drop your phone on top of the unit and you keep it moving. Unfortunately, right now I have an iPhone 6s, which doesn't have wireless charging. I probably will be buying a brand new iPhone this year just because the 6s has just been driving me nuts lately. But I really don't want the new iPhones. I really don't. I don't like the idea of Face ID. I don't like Face ID at all. I had an iPhone 10 last year for about a week, and I returned it right away just because I hated the Face ID. And between you and me, I actually read in my car, and I shouldn't. And you can't do that. You can't do that if you have to use Face ID and the Touch ID is missing. So you can't just reach up and go this and kind of scroll around on your phone while you're stuck in traffic. No, you can't do that, which you probably shouldn't be doing, but I do it anyway. Shh. um, so yeah, so that's the reason why I'm not particularly interested in the iPhone, in the new iPhones. But I may have to break down and get it just because my iPhone success has been really, really buggy and slow and everything else, and it's just been driving me crazy. It's been driving me absolutely crazy. So you have your manual right here, and the great thing about this is piece of electronics that I got from iHome, I don't have to send this back. I can actually keep it. So I didn't have to sign an embargo or anything. They just sent it to me, and it's mine. It's mine. It's mine, baby. It's mine. So you got the styrofoam stuff. And I wasn't expecting too much of a complicated thing. So right here you have this is all your gear. So boom. And I'm just not sure how I'm going to do this channel going forward. It may just be more talking head stuff like this, simply because I'm tired of getting copyright strike every time I try to do something. And that's the other reason why I haven't felt motivated to do videos lately, is simply because I don't want to put a lot of work into something and have a copyright strike. And I don't want to do it half-ass either, which is what this is to me. This is kind of half-assy to me, but I do want to shoot videos, but I don't want to do stuff unless I can do it at the level that I really want to. So that's why I'm kind of debating how all in I want to go with building my brand new setup. Like, do I want to just go green screen, or do I want to get some props and stuff in the background and do it that way? Because green screen adds like another extra layer of complexity, and not necessarily complexity, but an extra layer work in terms of trying to green screen everything and get it key, because I'm kind of anal about having the perfect key and all that kind of crap, and then having the perfect lighting. So I'm still working that stuff out in my head, but at the very least, I'm going to get that room cleaned up. I'm going to turn it into a nice office space, and then I'll be filming more in there. And in terms of how far I want to go down this YouTube hole, I don't know. So here you go. You had, for the iHome thing, you had this stuff. You had the plug, and then here's the unit. The unit is really nice. So I'm going to actually do a separate review of this probably in the next couple of weeks, where I actually set it up on my nightstand. You can actually see it in action. But I don't even know what I'm supposed to say about it. But it's just really cool because I love having wireless charging, even though I do not have a wireless charging phone, a phone that's capable of wireless charging right now. But that will probably change by the end of this month, by the end of September. So actually it is September. Wow, where has the time gone? And actually my new project is going really awesome. Last week I actually went in, solved a couple of problems that's been vexing me for a few weeks, so I ended the week strong. So anyway, you got this. This is where you pop the phone on, and it actually works with both Android and iPhone. Android phones and iPhones. Then over here you have all your buttons. And supposedly, this speaker is actually like a real speaker, so it can supposedly put out some really nice sound, if I believe the press release. So I'm gonna test that out. Right here you have your USB port, your USB plug. This is the DC import. And then you have your clock and your power button. So this is iHome's this is iHome's fast wireless charging clock radio. So this is really awesome. Thank you again, iHome, for sending this over. A full review of this is going to come up in the next probably within the next 2 weeks. I'll do a full review of this. Maybe you'll get a sneak peek at my bedroom. Ooh. So anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye.